Today is nose day, so we're going to be practicing making noses, and you are going to spend the time this class making noses over and over and over so that you understand the steps and that you can successfully complete a more realistic looking nose on your artwork. So I'm going to walk you step through by step, and then you'll get started practicing on your own in your sketchbook. So I like to start with basic shapes. So I'm going to start with a circle and two smaller circles next to it that actually intersect that bigger circle. Doesn't quite look like a nose yet, but we're going to get it there. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come over to the side of the nostril. I'm going to draw the line down past the circle. Almost looks like a backward apostrophe or comma. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to outline kind of this W shape. So it's going to come up, around, and up again. And then we're going to go in and I'm just going to color in this little area here because this is actually the nostril. And now I'm going to get rid of what I don't really need. I don't really need this anymore. I don't really need this anymore. I don't really need this part anymore. So you can see I got rid of a lot of things there. And then what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be working with shading to make my nose more realistic. I'm leaving this for right now so I know where the top of the nose is, but I'm not really going to need that line. It's a little harsh. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using my pencil and I'm going to be kind of creating a circle with white in the middle. And as you'll notice, I'm holding the pencil sideways instead of like a regular pencil. And then I'm just going to lightly, hardly pressing at all, start working my way out. Just in that middle of the nose area. I'm going to use my finger for practice. We're going to be using some real graphite pencils and blending stubs when we get to our actual artwork, but for practice I'm going to use my finger and a regular pencil. I want this to stay kind of more white so I can erase a little if I need to and then reblend it so that it gives that highlight on the end of the nose. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to add some shadow on the side of the nose here, coming around, and on this side as well. And I'm going to come in and blend it again. And I can even blend. None of your paper is going to stay all the way white when we go to do our artworks because nobody's skin is all the way white like paper. So to make it look more realistic, you really do need to add shadows. And we don't want this harsh line here, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it because my shading really will support it and give that top of my nose feeling. That's just the bottom of my nose, and then I need to move into adding my kind of my side of my nose, and I'm drawing as slightly as I can. You don't want to have a harsh line there. So just drawing the side of my nose. It's going to go up to where your eyebrow would be. And I'm going to do this side as well. And then you go in with the pencil sideways, and we start. I like to start adding shading to the sides first. And then I'm going to go in with my finger again, Kind of leaving that middle area pretty white for right now. But of course, like I said, nothing's going to stay all the way white. I would do this curve lightly, hardly pressing at all, just to give some shading, and start to blend that in. And remember, if you need to add a little more highlight, you can take your eraser and come in and reblend so that it's not a harsh line, but that it gives you that bridge of your nose, a little bit of dimension. And that's kind of what you're going to be practicing over and over today, is the steps of getting your nose right and practice starting to add shading so that when we use actual graphite pencils, you will be able to use those properly, and I will walk you through the graphite pencils when we get there. I'm going to walk you through the steps one more time in fast forward.